Hey guys, today I'm going to review the Rose Technics Earfree i5. This is an upgrade to the Rose Technics Earfree i3 and let's talk about it. Before I start the video, I want to say a big thanks to Rose Technics or Roseselsa for sending in this review unit. But all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. So let's get started. So the build quality of the case, rather than plastic in the Earfree i3 or the Rose Technics Ceramics X, this is made out of metal, which is really nice and it feels very premium for the price. This is the earbuds. The stock ear tips which I got, the silicone ear tips, they don't work for me that well. So I had to resort to the 200 ANC ear tips from Rose Technics, but even they do not fit that well because they're a bit stubby. So I had to resort to using a normal foam ear tips, and thankfully they fit inside the box very well, the case very well. Although it's a tight fit, but they fit very well because this ear section over here is a bit larger than the ones in Earfree i3. So you can put your custom ear tips over here. I also tried the SpinFit W1, the SpinFit Omni ear tips, the TRI Clarion ear tips, some other types of foam ear tips, double flange ear tips, and they all fit well inside the box without any issues, inside the case without any issues. So that is one good thing. Now, talking about the ANC and transparency, the ANC is decent in my opinion. There is nothing that great going on over here. In my opinion, the ANC on the Rose Technics Ceramics X is better than the Earfree i3. And the transparency too is better on the Ceramics X than on the Earfree i3. One good thing about the Earfree i5 is that the battery life. The battery life for this on a single charge is 10 hours, and with the case, it's up to 50 hours. So that is a big bump up over the Ceramics X and the Earfree i3 battery life. And when I tested it at AAC at around 30% volume, I got around 11 hours of battery life with this. So it was around 10 hours 50 minutes, so around 11 hours of battery life. So that is really good. In terms of battery lives, this beats the Ceramic X. And this has also a fast charging feature. Although this doesn't have any wireless charging, if you plug it in for 10 minutes, you get around 12 hours of playback, which is really good. The earbuds are IPX5 water resistant, and this also has dual standby multi-point connection, and they're very stable over there, no issues over that. And this also has a gaming mode which gives you latency of under 54 milliseconds. I did try playing some games, and yeah, that 54 milliseconds works really well. Only in certain situations did I notice was there a lag. But if you do casual gaming, I think the gaming mode works really well. Now I'll give a small mic test of the Earfree i5 so that you get an idea as to how they sound.
Hey guys, this is a microphone test of the Rose Technics Earfree i5 or the Roseselsa Earfree i5. This is me speaking at my normal volume in a quiet environment. I hope you get an idea as to how these might sound.
Talking about the app, it's a very similar experience to that of the Rose Technics Ceramics X and Earfree i3. It has all the same settings, and yeah, I'll just put some screenshots up on the screen so that you can see as to how they look. You can change your touch controls, you can change your command language, that is, do you want it to be in Chinese or English, and you can also change the codec, that is from AAC SBC to LDAC. So there is no aptX over here, there are only 2 or 3 codecs. And also there is one setting which I like over here, is that in the setting you can select as to what kind of settings you want for your noise cancellation. So before in the Ceramics X and in the Earfree i3, you had to toggle through all the fours: wind noise cancellation, transparency, and normal. Here, if you only want to toggle between noise cancellation and transparency, you can do that. So, or if you want to toggle between normal, transparency, and noise cancellation, you can do that. So that is really nice. So if you don't use something, you can delete that from that. Talking about the app again, it is nice that Rose Techniques gives you the option to not log in, because many of the apps like Soundpeats, even Sennheiser, they tell you to log in. Here you can use all the functions of the app without any issues, without any login. Now talking about the sound. So there are 4 presets: pop, hi-fi, rock, and light. The light one is very bad. I will not suggest using it. The rock too makes the soundstage very cramped. Between the hi-fi and pop, the hi-fi has more bass. The bass is tactile on the hi-fi setting, but in the pop, the mids open up a bit, and the treble and the upper mids, they sound better than the ones in hi-fi. But pop also doesn't have that amount of bass which you get in hi-fi, and the tactility of the bass in pop is not that good. Even though I still use the pop setting, because I think so having better mids and treble is a much better experience than the ones I have in hi-fi setting. Also, the soundstage in pop setting is a bit more wider, it's a bit more open when compared to other settings like hi-fi, rock, and light. So the all the sound impressions you will be hearing from me is based on the pop setting. So the sub bass in the pop setting is not that rumbly. It is there. It is something you can like hear, so you don't feel the sub bass rumble. There is decent amount of mid bass in the pop setting of Earfree i5, but the tactility of the mid bass is not there. It lacks a bit. Now coming to the mids, the male vocal sounds surprisingly good over here when compared to the Rose Technics Ceramics X or Earfree i3. And when coming to the female vocals, they too sound good over here. But this good female vocals and good male vocals, you do sacrifice it on the bass, because the bass quality, as I said, the tactileness is not that good. I think so that is better on hi-fi. And when talking about the treble, I think so the treble is done really well over here, because in the Rose Technics Ceramic 6, there was this slight unevenness of the treble area. They have mitigated it over here in the i5. So that's a nice thing to see. But what it does do is, depending on what setting you listen to, you might find in some songs that the treble is a bit laid back and you might not like it. You might want a bit more. And any instrumental songs like from Cassiopeia, they sound a bit lifeless, they sound a bit flat. There is no life to that instruments in some instruments. Do I think these are better than the Ceramics X? Yes and no. For me, the Ceramics X has been a really good budget TWS, especially considering the ANC performance it does if you get a good fit. So if you are looking for an ANC performance, then I think you should go with the Ceramics X. If you're looking for something this stem style earbuds and you still want a decent amount of ANC, nothing great, and you want good sound, then you should go with the Earfree i5. That's my review of the Earfree i5. If you have any doubts or any questions, please do comment below and ask. 94% of the people watching this video aren't subscribed, so I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. That really helps me out a lot. I hope you have a great day ahead. Bye.